Hey guys, can you hear me? Let me take the autofocus off. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, good. Hopefully, I turned my levels down on the mic. Hi, Ian. Ian, I checked my. Ian's the one that told me how to change my mic levels. So I changed my. Let me see here. I changed my mic levels like he told me to. Hang on, I got a text message here. Just a second, guys. Okay, good. Hopefully it won't be crackly because I turned the mic. Let me check my computer here. Let me turn this down too. Okay, so I also turned down my computer just in case. Sound is still popping a bit. Okay, well, I don't know what else to do, Ian. I did turn it down. Well, the reason the shaky's on the camera is because I'm moving the camera. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. I mean, come on now. Hang on, guys. I got to answer this. Uh-oh, I lost the chat. Okay, there it goes. All right. All right, let's see here. I'm moving the camera. Let me move my fan so it's not hitting the cord. It should be better. You'll have to realize, guys, we don't get any setup time now. It goes live immediately. We don't have the option to, okay, I'm going to click live now. As soon as you guys see us, we're automatically live. There's no setup time anymore. Hang on, I'm reading chat. If you're watching this recording, give me a minute, guys. I'm reading some chat, trying to get caught up. Let me turn my phone off so I don't hear messages. Have a little guy. Oh, thanks. Okay, Dot. Yes, caps for me. If you're talking to me, put in caps. Okay, I'm just looking at everything. Yeah, see, we don't have on Ustream. We were able to set everything up and then hit live, and everything's also backwards here. I'm not used to that yet. Let me see. That's good. So we don't have the option of fixing everything and then hitting live. You go live immediately. So yeah. So if you're watching this recording, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Do a little chat first. So if you don't like chit chat and you think, oh, you talk too much, just fast forward or put it on mute. Either one, doesn't matter. Put it on mute. Okay, so let's see here. My chat kind of keeps going in and out. Let's see. Let's turn get that color still right there. That looks good. Hey, Janet. So we're all getting used to this, guys. We've been streaming for 7-8 years over on Ustream, but YouTube is different, and so we have to get used to that. Get used to the chat. Get used to the settings, and all that. Hello, hi, Helene. So I just put this here for a minute because I'm going to work. Well, I'm going to work on two things today. And see, that's the other thing I'm going to try to figure out. Is there a way do you have to completely leave the stream to start a new one? See, we didn't used to have to do that on Ustream. you could start a new recording without leaving everything and starting from scratch. But like I'd like to be able to break this up into two shows or two videos. I'd like to have, you know, the working on my animals here. I'd like to do that in one, and then I want to color in Nightfall, and I'd like that in another. But you know, I don't know. Do I have to leave completely and lose all you guys? You all guys have to come back. So see, there's things like that we have to figure out. You know, and the only way you can really figure it out is if someone tells you or you just practice. So most of us are just practicing. Hi, Jamie, Zeely, Nina, Robin, everybody, Cindy, everybody popping in. If I miss you, it's not because I'm not trying to miss you. So so yeah, but I've been taking notes. Ian was very nice and helped me out with the sound, although I just have a loud voice. I might have to turn my levels down even more. I can probably do that from here. I don't know. See, my chat keeps going away and coming back. My stream is still there, but the chat keeps going away and coming back. I'm not sure why. Let's see here. Let me check this over here. Not sure why. And the camera's shaky because I'm moving it. So I don't know. Is the chat coming and going for you guys, or is that just me? I think my fan is blowing on the cord, actually. But I gotta have my fan. See, like my chat just is flashing in and out. Chat's fine for you guys. Okay, well, it's just flashing in and out for me. And I don't know why. I don't know what I can do about it. I don't know that I can do anything about it. I clicked on my name, so maybe that'll lock it in. We'll see. Let's see here. Turn the brightness down just a little. I'm trying to get everything bright, but not too bright, you know. And I got to remember to go this way. Okay, thanks, guys. It's just me. Hey, Natalie. It'll probably settle in a minute. We'll just give it a minute. Let me tweet real quick. Where's my phone? Oh. Hi, DKB. Okay, thank you for stopping in, Kenneth, Franna, Faithful. Thanks, guys, for coming to the show. Let me tweet real quick. Let's see. It's funny to put in YouTube now. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks for stopping in for a minute. How's a picture and everything look, guys? Does it look okay? Hey, Sammy. I'm trying to get my fan not to blow on the camera cord. And I am kind of jiggling in a minute. Picture looks good. Hey, Pacola. Thanks, everybody, for being here. All right. Thanks, Ian. Is it still crackling? I turned my levels down to like 19. I don't know if I turn it down more right now, if it would do anything. I can try. Should I try to turn my levels down again? Hey, hey, yeah, Sammy. Good. It was a good weekend. It was Father's Day and Hubster's birthday. We went out and saw the kids. Went out and ate at Red Robin for Father's Day and birthday. So we did that over the weekend. It's too soft now. I can speak up. Yeah, I don't know about the crackling, guys. I turned the levels down, but I don't want to talk too quiet. Can't then you can't hear me. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Made Hubster some of his favorite dinners, and yeah, it was fun. Hey, Scoobs, thanks, guys. I'll tell him y'all said happy birthday. Not getting any crackling? Okay. Yeah, Ian told me how to turn down my levels, so I might need to turn them down more. I can try to turn them down while I'm here. I don't know if it'll take, but we'll try. How about that? Let's see. Um, I'll turn them down again. I'll turn them down to, oh, it did go back up, Ian, automatically. So I got to turn it down. Okay, I'm turning it down some more. I checked them this morning. I checked my levels this morning as soon as I plugged in my camera, but when I just checked them, they were back up. So, okay, I turned them down again. So now maybe it took. So hopefully that'll help. Maybe I have to do it after I hit record or after I go live, because I did check them before I hit go live. Keep talking so we can tell. Okay. Hey, Bunny. Hey, Stars. I'll keep saying good morning to everybody. Hey, Preppy Crafty Girl. Angel Bear. Who else am I missing? Hey, Scoops. Did I say good morning to you? Hey, Teresa. Lisa. Did I say good morning to you, Janet? Darla. Thanks, everybody. Speak, speak lower. It's good now. Speak louder. Speak louder. Oh, you want me to speak louder to see if it crackles? Okay. Well, then I'll just talk in my normal voice. Hey, Melody. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, I'm talking to my regular voice now. So, hey, wee hootie. Good morning, everybody. It's okay now? Okay. Well, then I guess I just have to make sure and fix the levels after I go live. Because I guess it defaults back to the default when I hit live. So, yeah. Shout it out. Uh, okay, good, Pacola. Yeah. All right. So, anyway, if Dee speaks any lower, she'll be in another chat. An ASMR. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll try to keep reading chat here and there too as I work. So if you talk to me, put it in caps. So I'll hopefully see it. If I don't see it, just repeat. Hey Jen, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey Robin. Anybody else popping in? Muggy. Hey Muggy. Marie. 3G. Hey 3G. Where you been, girl? Hope you're doing well. Hi Eileen. Yeah, I did save it in. I did save it and then okayed it, but it didn't stay when I went live because I just did it this morning and saved it. And then when I went live and I just went and checked it, it was back to 30 or whatever. So I had to turn it down again. Oh, good. Good to have you, 3G in summer. And I did click on the chat bar where it says say something. I clicked on it and so far my chat hasn't flashed anymore. So I think I'm locked in on my chat. And again, if you're watching this recording, then just fast forward past all the good mornings. But this is what we're used to doing. This is what all of us are used to doing um, when we've streamed all these years. Is we say good morning and we do a little chit chat. Unfortunately, I can't do that before I go live. So y'all just have to fast forward. Don't email me. Okay, so has to change hers every time too. Okay, so she does have to. Okay, so I'm not the only one who has to change it every time. Okay, so yeah, so we had a good weekend. I got me some. I found one of these bracelets that's made out of sequins, and I think that's all it is. Is they're just sequins, whole bunch of sequins put together on a stretchy string. So I was looking for one of those. I thought it was, and I found some other little. They're just little, dollar bracelets and stuff. So I thought they'd be fun for summer. I can't wear my like. Let me tighten this one up. Uh, I can't wear my silver charm bracelets and all that. Make too much noise. So I just, yeah, I thought these were kind of cute. Got me a couple of little dollar bracelets to make it like some bright and cheery. I want to do a face to face soon. What I'll do is, like I'll set my camera up and it'll go live immediately. So I'll have to probably climb up on my table and set everything up. Or well, I guess I could do what do you call those when nobody's when you're not live, you know, do a test do a test stream with and then turn it off and then start a live one. So, but yeah. Hey, Jonna. Hey, sister woman. Uh, no, I'm not frozen, Kim. I don't think. I thought that was a bracelet you ate the candy on. No, I know it's what it looks like, right? That's what it looks like, one of those candy bracelets. But anyway. Okay, Kenna, thanks for stopping in. Okay, so hopefully we can start a project and everything will go well. So as y'all know, I'm making these little animals and I know I can do it all in Photoshop and stuff, but I did do a little Procreate show a couple 2, 3, 6 months ago. I don't remember how long ago it was. And y'all remember now we have HD with YouTube that we didn't have. So all my videos before last week, this is only my third live. I had to do two parts because I got for my computer crashed one part last week. So there's actually three videos up since I started doing YouTube live, but only 2 days. This is only the third day of doing YouTube live, and but we didn't have HD in UStream, not for free. We didn't have There was no free UStream HD. So now that we have HD, everything is so much clearer. I told everybody we're going to have to redo all 900 videos, redo all 900 videos. So anyway, so we did a couple of these little animals that I want to eventually make for cell phone cases. So what I did is I drew them. Like here's a first sketch. I'm gonna work on a couple more. I have a bunch of sketches here of different ones I want to do. As you can see, we haven't got back to many. Oh, I did a couple, but not much. And then I cut them out because I just like the idea of cutting them out and putting them on one of my space drawings here. This is all just paint and pencil, and then placing them, in space, and then going into Procreate, and then I'd like fix their little fins and add a little bit of detail to them. Um, Added some the little feathery bits on his horns and things like that. Added an umbilical cord, and I did things in Procreate, and then well, I think I might have the. Let's see. Here we go. And then I just printed them out for some tests. So like, let's see which one. I got them on different colors too. Which one? So like, here's the fish. So you can see that this is the size of a cell phone cover. So this is what it would actually look like. So what I did is I took his little fins in Procreate and drew them out a little and feathered them out a little, added added some little more to his whiskers and did a little bit of extra detail to him. And there's a video on doing that. Thanks, Eileen. Eileen's the digi girl, so for her to say this is good, that's thanks, Eileen. Because I did it with a stylus. It's my iPad is the older version. I can't even use the Apple Pen. I have to just use a stylus, you know? And so it's kind of like I got to really zoom in to get the detail. But anyway, it turned out pretty good. So I did that. And again, I could just photograph it and do it all in there without cutting it out. But I just liked doing that. And then let's see, here's the other one. And I just got different sizes and different. And then here's this guy here. So see, I don't know. See the little feathery bits on his, I don't know if they're called horns or whatever. But when I cut them out, I cut the little, of course, cut the little feathery bits. I wasn't going to cut around every little feather or little fuzz. So I redrew all the little feathery bits and then put an umbilical cord on him and did that in Procreate. So, hey, Annie. Anybody else I'm missing? Peggy? The phone cases come in all different sizes. Yeah, yeah. On Society 6, they'll adjust it for whatever size that you tell them. But I just kind of printed them out the basic dimensions, just to they can shrink down. Yeah, they can shrink down. I haven't put them on Society 6 yet, Elizabeth. I'm still working on them. I know it's terrible. It's terrible. I have a whole bunch of old animal drawings that I wanted to turn into phone cases. And then I started making a whole new set. So I have some here that I sketched out. These are just sketches. See, I just got them sketched out. So I might do one or two here. We'll just play. Oh, and here's my, I put my little Norma heart on my hand there. This is that, I got the cover. I always forget Delusions and Dina Wakley. I get them mixed up. Yeah, the Dina Wakley one. And we did we inked these up as they're going to be the backgrounds. Well, some of them, we played on some pages too, like here. But as far as just the plain backgrounds, these are the backgrounds that I want for the backgrounds, right? So anyway, that's just playing in there for a bit. And then, so I've sketched these out. And so I thought I would just work them on a little further. Pixel works on older iPad. I have Air too. Yeah, I'm the stylus is okay. It's all right, for what I'm doing. I'm not like fully drawing them or anything. I'm just adding some touches, like the feather ends and the fin furls at the tips, the things that are hard to cut out and stuff, drawing those in. Hey, Holly. Hey, Lynn. Good to see you. You like the Norma embellishment on a journal? Thank you. Hi, Galena. So yeah, guys, because I can't chat with everybody pre-show before I go live. So, my shows, I'm going to say good morning to people. I'm going to do recaps, talk about what we're going to do. That will be normal, standard show for me. I'm going to continue to talk to people and say good morning. It's going to be chatty. That's just the way we roll here. That's the way we roll. Oh, that's so cute, Galena. Galena has a, well, how old is she now? Is she almost 6 months old? She likes to listen to our show. Maybe 4 months. Doesn't seem possible. Seems like three, but maybe it's longer. Did you paint your table? No, this is just some wall. What do you call it? Um, Wrapping paper, and I can tell it's crooked because the lines are not straight. There we go. It's a roll of wrapping paper. I got it at Hobby Lobby. I just wanted something. The only thing is, it does have a little bit of a sheen, so there's a little bit of a shine there. But other than that, and I change it all the time, guys. I change the papers all the time because they get dirty and everything. So, um, okay. Oh, are these brown paper bags? No, this is paper out of the. Let me get the sketchbook here. One of them. I got a portrait I'm working on this one, so let me take the portrait away. The Strathmore Tone Tan paper. This is what I do all my portraits on. And all these are is two on a page. I just cut a page in half, right? So that's what this is. I mean, you can buy, there's smaller ones too. The smaller, I think it's 5x7 or whatever, tone tan and tone gray. But I like the tone tan. So, yeah. And I might show the portrait after I get a little further along. And then I'm also working on Kieran Connolly, our abandoned castle, abandoned places book guy. So I follow him on Twitter, and I said, would you like an original? So I went into the abandoned castles. I picked a page, and it's in progress. Here's the one I'm working on for Kieran, I think it's how you say it. This is in progress, and it's a page out of abandoned castles. I did tear a page out, but I told him I'd send him an original. So here it is in progress. So glad you're live on YouTube. I can never watch. Oh, good to have you, Sandra, Deborah, Noor, Heidi. Hi, Heidi. Good, just haven't seen you in a while. Kim. Anybody else I missed? So this is the other thing I worked on this weekend in between going up to North Georgia to see the family and Hubster's birthday. I worked on this. I'm also working on a portrait, but I don't know if I should show it yet because it's still in progress, and and this one's a gift, so I better wait. I'm working on my abandoned castle book today. Oh, good. And hey, Limo, I was just saying you before you got here. I was looking. Here's my little heart in my hand. I glued that on there. Limo Norma sent that to me. So okay, so these are the ones that I have in progress, other than the two I showed you. I have an emu, and this is just like a wash sketch. It's just, I just quickly sketch them out with a sepia pencil and then put a wash of acrylic paint. That's all these are. There's no detail to these yet. But I'm going to do a peacock feather, and I wrote some notes in there. It's just all in pencil. These are going to be ladybugs, and somebody told me also do a puffin and a monkey. And then we did play with the monkey. This won't be the one. This is just, we did a little sample, and I didn't even have time to do his fur, just did his face. A kangaroo and a joey. It's going to be a rabbit, a lemur, an otter on his back with the shell, jellyfish, some kind of a lizard on it. That's the lizard's back. Don't look, Eileen. A flamingo, a meerkat. This looks so much like Malibu, my cat, when she stands up. She looks just like a meerkat. Oh, my goodness. A penguin, a giraffe. Maybe I'll work on the giraffe. A cobra snake, a weasel. And that looks like Malibu, too. blue parakeet, an octopus. I'm going to have to kind of make him longer so he fits in that shape, right? Some kind of a bee, a snow owl, a pug, a panda. I don't know what these are, just some, blanks, I guess. So anyway, let's see. Let me move my light up a little there. Got a little. I'm always watching Just Not Live. Oh, okay. Well, thanks. All right. Let's see here. Let's try to get my camera to come to me here. I'm gonna have to put something right there. It's a little shine. We'll just, if I put these there, I think they'll be okay. All right. And then I want to work on Nightfall. I did pick a picture out that y'all remember I did this one. Of course, this was back, on Ustream Day. It seems like forever, right? A long time ago. So this is done in watercolor and pencil. And let's tilt it just a little. The light's a little bright. There we go. So I did this one in watercolor and color pencil. And there we go. Maybe I need to turn the light down a little. I'll leave it. I don't want to be messing with anything. So anyway, I think I'm going to do watercolor and pencil in this book. I usually pick different things out of these hardback books to do different techniques. Some I do neocolor, watercolor, acrylic water, just different things. And in this one, this is watercolor, color pencil, and then this is all the little moss around the edges. That's all a Sharpie pen, not a marker, a Sharpie pen. So I hand drew all the moss around there. Yeah, yes, go ahead, Pacola. Yes, you may. I know it's old school AOL, but I keep my AOL account for like public for you guys and all. I have a Gmail as well, but that's not what I put out there to everybody. So I have an AOL with high filters on it. So I don't get very much spam because it filters it all out. But I keep my AOL account for you guys. So yeah, you can put it in there. And then the other one, I did this one off camera. This is just the watercolor wash. There's very little pencil. I have a little bit of detail in the flowers, a little bit of detail on the purple little bunny, but nothing else has details, just watercolor. And then I'll go back in like I did there on the bunny. See, the little bunny's got some detail, and I'll add all the detail. Her hair, nothing else has been done. It's just got the wash of watercolor on it. Yes, AOL still exists. I know I've had it for, 25, 30 years. So, yeah. Okay. So, but the one that I thought I would do today, depending on how much time we have and all, but I like this one with the tulips and the spider web. So I might do this one. Okay. Hang on, guys. Is it? Yeah. Just kind of looking at the. Yeah, and that's what I do. You can do watercolor on even Create Space paper, but if you add a lot of water, your pages will buckle, if not wrinkle, on like Create Space. But these pages in these hardback books are probably about a 60 weight. I'm not sure, but they're good enough that you can do watercolor on. Let's see here. Let me go back to this one. So I can tell on the back, you can see it's a little bit buckled, but see, I don't care. But if you want no buckling at all, then I would recommend not doing watercolor in your color books or neocolor, or you have to add quite a bit of water. When I do my acrylic washes to do the pencil on top of, there's even less water in that, right? So you just have to kind of weigh the two. Always, go to a back page here. She even puts a test your pen thing here. So there's even a test page in the back. Always test and see. Do a little bit of watercolor. Do a little bit of, acrylic washes. Do a little bit of your, your markers, whatever. Do a little bit of testing if you're not sure. Now, after you've done 100 pages, then you'll know pretty much what you can and can't do with which mediums, right? Yes, I still have the You Got Mail. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. Just a little bit of old school there. I mean, it still works for what I wanted. I mean, I just want it for, y'all's for email. I know. Everyone's laughing at me. So I think that's the page I want to do is the one with this one here, the tulips and the spider web. So we'll see about doing it. If we don't do it today, we'll do it, Wednesday or whenever. And I also I'm going to try to test doing recordings with, and I'm not sure if we can, I think we can do this. Ian or somebody that does a lot of live stream can maybe tell me. If I go unpublished, like if I just want to record a video, I'll just do a unpublished, if I don't want to go live and with the chat and all, like maybe a shorter video or something, and just put it on unpublished and do the recording. And then can I go back and publish it? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, do you have to be live to do a live stream? Or can you just unpublish? I mean, I know you can do it unpublished where just the people that you link or whatever can go to it. But then what I want to do is maybe do some shorter recordings. And then after I finish the unpublished show, then hit publish and make it go the recording show. That's what I'm wanting to know. So, hey, Karen, girly, hey, girly pants. Hey, G. Uh, you've made a live stream. Hi, Tanya. So I think you can do that. There's a lot of things I want to test out and try. I also, Mark messaged me and told me that you can also do the live hangout option, and there's more options if you use the hangout option rather than the live stream option. So I'm going to check that out too. So there's lots of things to learn. There's lots of things to learn and settings, and I'm not using encoder, I'm not using OBS or none of that, or like Gene uses ManyCam where picture in picture, and there's lots of other things that we can do. And we'll probably eventually add all these things to it as we go. But, we're learning along the way. So be patient with us, people. Okay, so I'm going to put the book aside for a minute. Oh, but another rabbit trail. I think I'll work on the giraffe. So what I'll do is I'll just find me a picture of a giraffe and, to get the colors and whatever. Let's see. Okay, let me turn off. I fell asleep to a video and it's still there. You can have people on with you as a group and publish from a hangout. Okay, well, that's what I meant, Ian, is after I recorded something unpublished, then I can just publish it, right? Hey, Sammy, I hit live and off I go. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too, Sammy. I hit live and here we are. But there is chit chat and stuff, but I'm not apologizing for spending time talking to you guys. Again, if you're watching the beginning of the show and you don't like listening to people talk to the chat, which now at least you can read the chat on Ustream, you couldn't even see the chat. So now whoever's watching the recording can see the chat because I do have the chats public. So, no cussing, Eileen. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just picking on our Eileen. Let's see. And I did have another picture that Cam did I was going to share with you, but I don't think I clouded it. I don't think I don't think it's over here on my iPad. Okay, let me just look up, find out here. Yeah, exactly. I'm a streaming channel. Chat is what it is. That's true. That is so true. Okay, so I'm looking. Let me take a sip of coffee and look for a giraffe. And my camera is still a little shaky because my fan, I think, is hitting the cord. All right, let me look up giraffe here. It's not Susan. Okay, Susan. Yeah, I'll forget that you're Susie Q. I know because everybody has different names here. Let me look up giraffe head. Saw comments about a recent meeting about contrast, but can't find it. When was it? About contrast. Okay, you're going to have to be more specific, Kim. I have over 900 videos, and I can guarantee you I talked about contrast more than one video. There's no way I can tell you what video that is. Sorry. Hang on, guys. For some reason, my... hang on, guys. Yeah, there's no way I can tell you that kind of detail. That's like saying, what pencil did you use on so-and-so color book page 4 years ago? If I didn't say, and I say this again to people asking about older videos, if I didn't say in the video what I was using, I'm not going to remember either. Because my shows are 3 hours long minimum, usually 2.5 to 3 hours. Okay, for some reason, Safari's not loading. Let me try it on my phone. Oh, yeah, I got some little dollar bracelets for summer, some summer colors. And remember, guys, if you want to talk to me, put it in caps. Nothing I can do about it, Bunny. Okay, so let's see. Just kind of want maybe a giraffe face. There's tons of them, but I want a brown one. Let's see, because some of them are more not as brown. Let's see. I want to get colors correct, you know. Maybe that one's pretty good, color-wise. Okay. I don't know, Kim. I'm sorry. I'm just really sorry. I just do not remember. Just ask me again. What do you want to know about contrast? Just ask me again. I'm going to keep that right there because it blocks off that little light spot right there. So, yeah. I can put some black paper behind this if the flowers are kind of distracting. Let's see here. I can get a piece of black paper. Just ask me again. Maybe I can answer if you have a question. What's the question on contrast? Why do you use straight on acrylic and watered down for washes? When I use black backgrounds, I don't want it watered down. I wanted a nice flat black, and that's true of any background I do. On my backgrounds, if I want to, and I usually use blacks. I like to do stars and, you know, planets and things in the black backgrounds, but you can use any color. Now, some colors are more translucent than others, like red. You'll probably need 2 coats of red, even if it's straight out of the bottle, because it's red, lime green. They're more translucent. But when I do a background, I use it straight out of the bottle, so it's flat. A flat black or a flat color. You can't use it straight out of the bottle over a color book page because you'll black out, or you'll whatever color, you'll cover up the color book lines. So you have to use a wash. You have to use a wash on the color book part, or you'll just get rid of the color book lines. You know? Yeah. Learn more about the effect use of lights and darks to make a page. Then you just need high contrast, Kim. You need a lot of lights and very dark darks. Okay, I'll show you the example in the page that I'm working on here. So here, this page is finished. See how there's very, very dark blues and light, very dark down here in the shadows of his fur. Okay, that's very dark. And then there's then there's white, or very light blue on the flowers, or bright yellow. And then behind there's black. It's high contrast. Whereas the picture I'm working on over here, there's no, see how there's, well, except for the bunny and these flowers, none of the rest of this has been shaded. So see how it doesn't look, it looks kind of flat, except for the blue flowers and the bunny, where I have the high contrast. See where it's a lot of shadow? And I could even shadow it more. I can't do anything about it, Sandra. Sorry if my voice is crackling. I don't know. I turned down my levels on my mic. I don't know what else I can do, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't do anything about it. I'll just talk as quiet as I can. So there's no contrast. There's no contrast. It's just kind of flat. Where here, see how the difference is? See the difference between that and this? It's because a lot of darks, a lot of dark. So we're going to work on a page in here if we get time. I know I'm spending a lot of time talking. Okay, so let's work a little bit on the giraffe. So I was going to go through my pencils here over the weekend to kind of sort them out, because I usually have them. These are not all my pencils, but these are the pencils I use all the time. My Prismacolors that I use all the time. I have others. I have bundles. I have bundles of Prismacolors, which I might need some of these with my browns. I'll leave those out. Hey, CB. Yeah, CB, it's just a roll of wrapping paper. It's just a roll of wrapping paper. All right, so now I'm going to pick out some colors that I'm going to need. Let's see, of course, here's my black and white and some browns. These are colors I'm using on some of my portraits that are sitting here. I'm working on a portrait. So let's see. I don't want any too thin. Maybe I'll just go here. It's easier. Pick out a dark umber, kind of a greeny, goldy color. I don't want a shine one. Let's see. Okay, I need some yellow ochres. I'll tell you what colors I'm using once I pick them out. Let's see. I'll go with this. ASMR moment. Hi, Jamie. Bye, Jamie. Okay. Maybe a tan. I might need a tan color. I got a flash. Maybe. Let's see. Probably don't. Maybe. Just depends on how much time I want to spend on it. Okay, so I'm going to pick these colors, and I'm not going to probably use them all. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you guys so that we can... I'm going to get over to where I can see where I am. Okay, for some reason that's as far as it's letting me zoom. But that's not bad. Okay. All right. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you, and I forgot on my rabbit trails, I'll do that after this, is in our Atlanta newspaper, they had a 150 years, like this, 150 years of the AJC. And so, I mean, they have just all tons of things that happened over the 150 years, the headlines. So maybe I'll have time to show you that. And there went my chat. Let me lock in my chat there. How many Prismacolors have you gone through? in my art journey, Sammy, oh my gosh, I've been using them for what, 30 years? So I have no clue. I used them back when they were, I don't know if I was using them when they were Eagle, but Beryl, Sanford. I've used them as I've gone through all their different generations of pencil. And also, guys, the other thing I'm not used to is it's backwards. When I look at my chat, when I'm not using OBS or ManyCam or any of that, um, it's not backwards to y'all and it's not backwards to the recording. But when I look at my screen, it's backwards. So when I'm trying to adjust something, it's like, it's backwards. Now I can always move my camera down, if I need to get any closer. But I think this is pretty good. That's what you talked about, modernizing. Yes, I have that book too. Yeah, but I didn't want to do it today after all. I do have that craft book pulled. Maybe we'll do that on Wednesday. I'm still trying to get used to everything, guys. So it's a little discombobulating, because I'm not used to YouTube Live yet with the settings and everything else. And so I just have, we'll have to have a little patience. We'll get to everything. Hey, Julie Topaz. Okay, yeah, I have polys too. And I've been trying to learn the polys. Again, guys, remember, even though they're not in HD, I still have 900 videos on my YouTube channel, and most of them are in playlists. I have like 12, 15 different playlists: mixed media, art journal, collage, altered books, coloring books. I have all kinds of my Inktober, and this year my Inktober will be my 4th year to do Inktober. I've done it 3 years in a row. So I have, if you're new and you haven't watched a lot of my recordings from the last, I think 5 years is how long I've been uploading to YouTube. I did, I've been streaming for almost going on 8 years and only uploading to YouTube for about 5. So in that time, in the 5 years I've been uploading to YouTube, I have about 900 videos, or 930 something. So, yeah. Thanks, Sammy. All right, so let's see here. I think I'll tell you the colors. And again, this is not a necessary, a color along, or, I've done a couple color alongs where we've done 15 parts with a bit of Klein on Create Space paper. But when I'm, and this is just my own drawing here, but when I do color books, they're not really considered, I don't really consider them color alongs, because I'm not really want y'all to color along with me. I really want to kind of show tips and techniques and things like that. I don't know, I got a little, all of a sudden I got a little tan going on there. You got you. So hey, Prismacolor. Prismacolor Me is one of the girls in, that's her nickname in chat, and she got some stickles in her cart. Okay, so let me tell you the colors I got. I got black and white. I got sienna, ochre, light peach, dark peach. Well, peach and light peach. Sable, yellow. This, I think one's ochre and one's yellow ochre. One's just a little darker than the other. Then I got, and this is a Beryl one. This is an old one. See, they're all mixed up. This is dark brown, light umber, mineral orange. Here's another Beryl. I mean, some of these are old, guys. Oh, is that terracotta too? Do I have 2 terracottas? I think I have, no, terracotta and sienna. They're just a little shade different than each other. So those are the colors I just picked. I probably won't use them all. And then I got my little, just a little bowl to do pencil sharpening in, so I don't have to lean over the trash. I can just keep this handy. And if it's crackly, guys, I apologize, but I did turn down my levels, and I don't know what else I can do at this point. Let me see if it changed. Let me go to my levels. Hang on. Let me go to my sounds. Let me go to my microphone and levels. Yeah, see it jump back up. I'll turn it back down, guys, but I lock it in. I save it, but it's not saving. So I don't know what I can do about locking in my levels, Ian. Because the apply button is not won't let me apply it. It'll only let me okay it. Maybe that's because I'm live. Okay, so I did my best. I turned it down, but I don't know if it's going to stay. Sorry, guys. I only can do what I can do. All right, let's see here. Let's got a little. So yeah, because I it's not locking in. I switched my levels down, but it won't. It's not locking. So now if I go back and look, it maybe jump back up. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to try to work on this giraffe a little. Oh my goodness. We do our best, guys. We do our best. And I can't zoom in any more than this. I'll have to lower my camera manually next time because this is as far as it's letting me zoom in with my settings. With my webcam, it's not letting me. I mean, it's showing that it's clicking in, but it's actually not zooming. So this must be the live settings that they give you without using OBS or Minicam. But I'm going to try to do what Mark told me about trying to do. He said if you go on Hangouts, even if you're not hanging out with somebody, if you use the Hangout option, you have more control over controls. So yeah, just bear with us, guys. Give us some, give us a few weeks to get used to everything. And also when I'm doing portraits, and I tell y'all this, when you're doing portraits, don't do the blacks and everything till you get all the skin and everything done. But I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm usually can know how much I can put on there without worrying about picking up the black. I'm just doing it for myself. I don't do tutorials. I hope that y'all learn stuff, and get ideas and inspiration, but they're really not tutorials per se. Let's see, I need a Posca. Thanks, Julie. I know I try not to worry about, but you get comments and you try to answer the comments. Okay, I think I want to have like light, like some yellow eyes. Just as a start. Okay. Sharpen. Please add the pencil names when you change it. No, I'm not going to do that, Kim. For one thing, I don't want to. I'm not going to read the names. I'm not going to read the name every time I pick up a pencil. Sorry. It's like I said, guys, I told y'all the colors at the beginning, but I don't do, this is not a color along. It's not a tutorial. I'm just coloring and reading chat. I'm not going to tell you the name and number of every color as I change. Sorry, ain't gonna do it. I know the close colors, but I mean, unless you plan on doing an exact drawing like this, it's not going to matter, Sorry, guys. I just don't roll that way. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I mean, I'm not going to do it. For one thing, some of the colors are really hard to see, and I have to get out a magnifying glass on like my polychromos because it's like gold on gold and stuff like that, and I can't hardly even see them. So yeah, yeah, you're right. Julie goes, Dee Dee's never done that. Yeah, I don't. And I know people are new. They don't know our ways that we do things, guys. I understand. It's fine. Y'all can ask anything, but I'm free to say no. I'm free to say no. Oh. Wait till I get out a big scroll and y'all see me throw paint like 5 times this big. Thanks, Limo. Yeah, I got your bracelet on too, Limo. And I wanted some little summer bracelets. And so, like, this one has pom poms. They were like $1. They're nothing. They're just little, I just wanted some color for summer. So, yeah. Uh, yeah. And if y'all don't follow Ian, Ian has a YouTube channel, but he posts on Facebook. He posts his watercolor pieces. Oh my gosh, they're really. I don't know if my phone would show. Let me see. I mean, my iPad's. I need to reboot it. I think because I fell asleep with watching a video. I think it's just kind of froze up. But let me go over here and see if it'll show. Let me go to Ian. Um, see if I can find one of his paintings. Well, I mean, I can find them, but okay. So here's one he said he did in a watercolor painting in a loose flowing style. So let me show y'all this. Let me turn it sideways, see if I can get it to. So here's one of Ian's paintings. His watercolor. I'm trying to tilt it so you can see it. Let's try another one. He has lots of different ones. Oh, this was one of my favorites. I like this one. Let me see. Come on, tilt. Turn. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Karen K. Anybody else popping in? Sharpening. And this right here is like, oh, let me see. 6 by 9. It's half sheet of the Strathmore. Remember, guys, if you have any questions, they put them in caps. So I'm just going to work on it. I don't even know if I'm going to finish it. I just wanted to work on it a little bit. It's like making myself get crack-a-lackin'. Oh, and also, because Terry's the one that's always after me to do these phone cases, she won't be here this week. She has company from out of town visiting her this week. So she messaged me and said she'll be hanging out with her bud this week. Okay, so I'm going to use a yellow, yellow ochre. Yeah, Ian's on Instagram and Facebook. You can mods can put links in. So If you want to talk about, if you have a YouTube channel, anybody can just click over to your. Now I'm picking up a light umber, making me self-conscious. You can just go over to the little three dots at the end of everybody's name and go to their channel, and you won't get disconnected from here. It'll just open another window. It'll open another YouTube channel window. I'm just still kind of blocking everything in where I want it. How do you make phone case? Society 6, Christine, when I get them done. Really, no, seriously, guys, I've been saying for 3 years. But this was kind of like a secondary project for me because I did portraits for so many, and I still do. I'm working on one now. I'll show y'all when I get it done. But working on portraits. And if you go to my Facebook, you don't have to follow me or me follow you to see my my artwork. My artwork are all in albums. So you just have to go find me on Facebook, Dee Dee Willingham, and then go look for albums. They're all made public. All my artwork is made public. So even if I don't follow you or you follow me, whatever. And guys, I got to say, I don't follow people quickly and easily. I get a lot. I mean, I probably get 20 requests a day. And I go look at who you are. I don't have like a fan page. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it's just my personal page. I don't have a group. I don't have a fan page or anything like that. So it's just my personal Facebook page. So before I follow anybody, I go see who you are. I try to make sure it's not a like Wee Hootie somehow got I saw her posted. I didn't really research it, but somebody, I don't know, stole her name or something. So, I make sure who I follow, and I'll follow people of different, have plenty of different ideas than I do, and it's fine. I will say, if you post animals being tortured, I understand that you're trying to save the animals. I will not follow you. I will not follow people that post animal cruelty prevention sites. There's a few things I won't do, but I eventually get around to following everybody. I go and look at everybody's profile and stuff because it is my personal family page, right? And so it's not like I'm ignoring you. It's not that I don't want to follow you. It just takes time to do all that. But that being said, anybody can go look at my artwork because it's public for everybody. So. Thank you, Karen. I just started. All I've started with was just a sketch and a wash. I haven't done too much, So anyway, back up in the rabbit trail. I've been wanting to do these for like 3 years. The cats are awesome, Karen. I would let them in here. I guess I could let them in here while I'm working on pencil. It's only when I'm working with paint and ink, anything wet. But then, as soon as I let them up here and they're going to flop down on my table, and someone will email me and say, your cats are distracting. I'm telling you, people, you don't know. Oh, and the other thing I will say, I mean, I'm just trying to do a little housekeeping here a while because, I don't, it's all new on YouTube and a lot of new people. My chat comments, I leave them open for, like this, for instance, when I put this video up, everybody, of course, can see everything we talk about. The chat stays up. Um, but comments on the video later, I moderate them. And that's because of trolls and spammers. And, I don't put stuff, I don't, very rarely, once in a while, I'll let something go up like, you talk too much, you're too chatty. I'll let that go through every now and then just so I can comment and say, look, it's a chat show. It's a live show. I'm talking to live people. So it's going to be chatty. You know what I mean, Vern? And so, but when you get, a bunch of those or something, then I just don't let them go through because there's no sense in it. It's just like not productive. I love cat distractions, mind distractions. Yeah, limo. I know that's true, Kimberly. You can't please everybody. And you try. I mean, I don't really try to please everybody, but I take your comments and suggestions into account. But, at the same time, come on. Right? uh, and some of this that I'm saying, guys, is not even just for me. Like I said, I've been streaming for 8 years. I've seen it all, heard it all sometime, and and I can ignore a lot. A lot of times what I'll address things for is new streamers. Now I'm going into, let's see, terracotta, and I'm going to sharpen it. I'll say stuff to help other people because you don't know how many people there are that get their feelings hurt really easily when somebody says something or gives them a thumbs down or something. You can't. I don't want to say you can't let it bother you, but essentially you really can't let it bother you. But I try to help people not get upset when that happens to them because it will happen. You're going to have mean people. There's mean people. They're not all nice like us. So anyway, so sometimes I'll comment on things like that just so that other people know how to deal with it and stuff. But I've been doing way before I started streaming in chat rooms and Merc and lots of different way back in the 90s. I mean, chats didn't just start on YouTube. And so you learn how to deal with it, you learn how to ignore it, you learn how to block. Thanks, Sammy. I do. Yeah. I try to be positive, but yeah, sometimes you have to say, yeah. I was addressing very briefly on Saturday saying it's streaming channel. It's chat. Yeah, exactly. It's a chat channel, people. I mean, it's a chat. And I understand not everybody likes that, but if you want to just watch the art, you can always just mute, or fast forward, you know. But we're all here. Most of us are ladies, a few guys. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Kenneth. Thanks, the guys are here. Blade, artistic biker, when he comes by. We're it's a social thing. We want to talk. We're talkers, people. Big talkers. Yeah, I could let them in at the end. Yeah, I could that's what Barb does. She lets her studio sponsors in at the last of her shows. Could do that. But anyway, so yeah, we try to stay positive and just, have a good time. Stay chatty, listen. Yeah. And see, then that's what I do. I like the chatty shows because when I'm working, when I'm not streaming and I'm working myself, I put on shows and I look for long YouTubes personally. I mean, that's just me. I look for the longer videos so that I can just run them in the background and listen and just glance up and every now and then, glance up every now and then, see what's going on, but that I can listen to them while I'm working. Because I work in I'm here at the desk. Hey, Jr. Yeah, yeah, me too, Sammy. Yeah, exactly. A podcast with a video. Yeah, or Galena, like she says, she's got a newborn, and while she's cleaning and all that. Okay, so I'll get a little dark in there. And another thing about our channel here is, and I say our because that's how we've always done it. When you stream, we always talk about our channels, and because we're always all of us are sharing. And I understand, now we have a lot of new people, and Jean made a nice comment on one of her videos. She said that if you see a lot of us that have been streaming together for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and we say something, and y'all going like, "What? What are they talking about?" It's just that we've all known each other for so many years. We're not trying to not pay attention, or we're not trying to neglect or talk around you if you haven't been here. um, it's just that we're all used to talking to each other a lot. And hey, sister woman, if that's John, a sister woman, we're used to, talking to each other, and we know each other. So you just gotta have to kind of jump in and you know, be a part of the hive. And also, guys, if you again, if you want to talk to me, put it in caps. That's usually how all of us streamers did it. We would tell you to put it in caps. We know you're not yelling at us. That's our way of seeing that you're talking to us. You can also highlight a person's name. You can copy and paste the person's name, or type it completely exactly like their name is, and put that before you type, and only they will see their name in orange. Well, I see it in orange. I don't know, maybe I'll see it in different colors. And then you can see your name being highlighted, and it makes it easier to spot when someone's talking to you. Um, so yeah. But anyway, so I thought that was nice of Jean to say we're not ignoring you. We're not being um, cliquish, because we don't want that here. We don't want to have, we want to be nice to everybody, welcoming to everybody. Just because you're new doesn't mean you're not welcome. We don't roll that way here. So, and I can pretty much speak for all the streamers that I know. Everybody's very generous, very sharing, very, I share everything I know, I share it for free. So, y'all, just to know, I want y'all to know here. Yeah, you don't need the at. Yeah, thanks, Jean, and good morning, by the way. Yeah, you don't need the at sign to put, you just need the person's name, copy and paste it into your message, and then type whatever you want to say. Then, like I just saw Jean type, and I saw it in orange. So, thank you guys. Thank you, Natalie. Natalie, your book should be, well, it's going to Canada, so it might take might be here maybe toward the end of this week. But we do our best to welcome everybody and not have it cliquish. So just saying. And I don't know how long I'm going to work on him, guys. I'm just, you know. And I'm going to want him to be kind of highlighted a bit more. Thanks. Hey, Suze, how you doing? So, what are you guys working on? Share with everybody what you're working on. And if you have a channel, if you stream live, feel free. Like I said, we only mods are allowed to put in links on the live show, but feel free to tell everybody if you stream or have a channel you want to share. You're working on building. Hey, Ange, by the way. Hey, Ange. Oh, good, Louise. I'm glad you feel welcome. And if you are new, tell everybody you're new. Say, I'm new here, and somebody will say hi to you. Someone will talk to you. So everybody's welcome. We just ask, and people, common courtesies, about spamming and, of course, we don't want any, don't be nasty. Don't post any. Well, you can't post anything, but you know what I mean. Is there a video of Frank and yes, yes, Kathy? There, I believe there is the Frank and giraffe. Okay, y'all gonna make me go on a rabbit trail now. Do I have to go on a rabbit trail? Do I have to bring out Frank and giraffe and uh, Pugula, Count Pugula? um, so what that's about, guys, is uh, I like to work on big rolls of craft paper. Right now, guys, I'm just getting some light going here that I'm going to go over a lot of this with yellow ochre and yellow him up. So I'm just kind of using white as like just to get a little bit of base going in there. Uh, all right, I'm going to get dark brown. I'm going to sharpen it. Uh, it's not a stream if there's no rabbit trail. That's true, Galena. That's true. We rabbit trail. So anyway, I like to do giant animals on big rolls of craft paper. It's like this color, but it's and if you've never worked on a giant roll of craft, shipping paper, it's just a roll of shipping paper, right? Craft color shipping paper. It's so freeing. It's so fun. And especially like around Halloween, sometimes Christmas, we like to break out the big rolls of craft paper and do giant drawings of animals. I just spit on there. I guess I'm thinking about flappies. Oh, yes. Well, the flappy, you know what I've noticed, at least in this one, they're just sequins. They're just sequins, Limo. Sequins all put together. They're not like beads, they're just sequins. One whole sequence. Um, and so, especially around the holidays, we all get a little cray around the holidays, be it Halloween or uh, Inktober, month of Inktober, and Christmas, Thanksgiving. We're holiday spirited people. You can't use craft paper. The texture bothers me, kind of like chalk. Yeah, see, preppy, crafty girl. I don't like chalk, so I totally get it. Um, so if you don't like the texture, now the tone tan paper, this paper here out of Strathmore tone tan paper, it is perfectly flat. There's no texture to this, but there is a little texture to the craft paper. Yeah, to the big roll of craft paper. So yeah, I totally get it if you can't do the texture because I don't like chalk. I mean, I've used chalk and I will use chalk on if it's necessary. Like when we life drawing. If you go to life drawing and got the models posed, you got depending on the class or the setting or whatever, you chalk it out real quick. Usually with a Conti crayon or something, but I don't like the dryness of the chalk. It's the dryness. Yeah, the tone tan. Yeah, yeah. Tessiana. Craft cardstock and anything craft goes to your mom or sister. But anyway, it's fun to, it doesn't bother me to watch somebody do it. You know, I mean, I can watch somebody do chalk and pastel all day long. I don't have to touch it. You know what I mean, Vern? I'm just slowly building up the layers here. Just slowly building up the layers. Let's get a little yellow in here. And yellow ochre. Y'all making me self-conscious. I need to know those colors. I try, guys. I try to accommodate, but don't get mad at me. Don't email me or comment to me later and say, well, you didn't tell me the number of that yellow. Don't do that, people. Know about Zoe Archer's YouTube? No, I don't know who's. For some reason, Zoe Archer is KP. It sounds familiar. I'll write it down, but it's not sticking in my head. Like, I don't know what videos you mean, but I'll write down Zoe Archer. Okay, I wrote it down, but no, and I don't know about a watcher tag. I have no idea what that is. A watcher tag. But yeah, I'll pull out some of those animals. We can do a rabbit trail. We'll do a rabbit trail here in a minute. Let me work a little bit longer and I'll pull some of those out. Because, you know, now, like I said, guys, now that we're in HD, we have to redo all 900 videos. I know I'm terrible, aren't I? So I'm just kind of putting a coat over of the yellow ochre, like right over the white, just kind of knocking it back. And, you know, I do get people asking me, like, what colors do you use on faces? What colors do you use on animals? And I don't have any formulas, guys. I look at whatever I'm doing, and I'm okay. I don't know. Well, I think I will show y'all. This is y'all, Mom and Ken. I don't think Mom's here. I think they have a doctor appointment today, and I don't think she'll watch the recording, at least all the way through. But even if she does see it, or Ken sees it, it's okay. So I'm working on some different portraits and stuff. One of them is, I'll show it to you. It's still in progress. It's Ken and his daughter. So it's just based out right now, guys. There's no colors. So they look very ghostly. They look, you know, because they're just. But anyway, I'm working on. This is Mom's husband, Ken. After my dad died, and my stepdad and Ken's wife, Mom and Ken both lost their spouses within like 5 years of each other. So then they ended up getting married. I think they've been married now 12 years. Anyway, this is Ken's daughter. And so I'm doing this for Ken for his birthday next month. So yeah, I'm working on that. And then I also showed y'all I'm working on, this is a page out of the Abandoned Castles by Kieran Connolly. I hope I say his name right. I have some charcoal there, Brandon. Oh yeah, and you know what, Ian? A lot of people say the what do you call it? The pan pastels are not as chalky either. But then you got to spray it. I hate the smell of fixative. I don't fixative anything. I do not like the smell of fixative. If I can't varnish it, it's not getting sealed. And so anyway, this is a page out of, I literally tore a page out of the castle, and I'm doing a altered page for Kieran. I'm going to actually mail him a hard copy to the UK. So and that's just in progress too. So those are some in progress. I will show you the picture that I did of Ken and his daughter when I finish it. I wasn't going to show it because, especially first thing in the morning, mom is sometimes here. But if they see it, it's okay. I mean, it's all right. You know, it's coming. It's his birthday present. Um, just me personally, the fixative spray, I can smell it years later. Like I can go back to high school art and I can still smell. I mean, maybe it's just in my head, but I swear I can smell that stuff still. Yeah, I mean, even after it's dried and years later, I can still smell it. So, yeah, I just don't use fixative. Like I said, on my on mixed media, in my mixed media journals and mixed media altered book I varnish those with the liquid varnish, no sprays. Um, oh, thanks, Becky. Thank you. So that's what and it's just blocked out. It's really not a whole lot done, but that probably like this, you know, people go, well, how long does it take you to do stuff? This right here is probably about an hour because I can do these pretty quick. This right here is probably about 2 hours, maybe. And it's just based. It's not even anything else really done. You know, it's just based. So this is about 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see if my iPad will load. If my iPad will load, I'll show you the original, um, or what I'm working from, I should say. Ah, okay. Pictures are loading. Let me get down there, and we'll see if the iPad will not flash out. So here's the picture I'm working from. I mean, I have to tilt it a little so you can see the color, but that's the picture I'm working from, and this is as far as I got so far. Varnish, if you want to, well, it depends on what, um, um, you can't varnish your colored pencil, not with a liquid varnish. You almost have, if you want to seal, see, I don't seal any color pencil. My portraits are not sealed. They are not sealed. You know, I hope that when people buy my portraits, that they're going to put them under glass, you know, so that they're protected and not put them in, you know, sunlight. Oh, thanks. Like, yeah, I hope they'll love it. Yeah. Not, you know, not put it in the sun. But I don't seal. I don't spray. Now, I mean, you know, you're free to spray your page, your seal them yourself if you want, but I'm not sealing them. But when I varnish my pages, my abandoned books and my mixed media, and I will say this, I got something else to try for you guys. So this is the varnish I use on my mixed media. You can't use liquid varnish on watercolor, Neocolor, dilution sprays, anything that will reactivate. You can't varnish that. I mean, you can use spray stuff, but you can't spread liquid varnish on that because you're going to smear. You're going to smear anything that's water reactable, right? But I use acrylic paints, collage, pencil, and you can use this over, you know, I don't do a lot of color pencil on my mixed media pieces, but I find that as long as you don't rub, you know, like here, let me get an art card to show you. Whoops, sorry guys, hang up on camera. Okay, so like here's one of my art cards that's varnished, right? So this is all acrylic paint, collage, and a little pencil. See, can you see the pencil there? You can varnish this as long as, and I just put this on with my finger on a small art card like this. If I'm doing a big journal page or an altered book page, I use a foam brush. Use a foam brush. Okay, hang on, guys. Workable fixative. Yeah, yeah. There's you can spray things with a workable fixative. Fixative. I don't like the smell. I use no spray fixatives at all. I don't like it. I don't like the smell. Oh, Preppy Crafty, you're that's John, a sister woman. Because I see when you put Dweedy, that I knew who you were. I didn't know you changed your name over on YouTube. Preppy Crafty girl is Jonna. I call her sister woman. um, no, I don't have. I don't use the iPencil on my Procreate on my iPad, sister woman, because my iPad's an older one. It's before it won't use a Apple Pencil. From what I understand, I haven't tried it, but from what I understand, I just use a stylus. I use the rounded tip stylus in Procreate on my older. My iPad's older. What do you think about using liquid masking tape? Any issues with color pencil? I don't use any of that either. I don't use any liquid masking. I don't. I have done a little bit of watercolor back in the day. I should show Ian my what the only one I have hanging up in my house. I have used masking fluid on watercolors, but I don't really do a lot of watercolors. I have my DD portrait. Yeah, you have it under glass. Yeah, I saw you had a picture of it, Julie Topaz. I did her two grandchildren years ago. Um, so anyway, what I do, so Ian said rub solid wax on the picture. See, here's what I do, guys. I don't put anything on this. On my mixed media pieces that have acrylic, paint, and collage, I use this. Delta Ceramcoat Gloss Exterior Interior Varnish. And it only takes about the size of a nickel. Put the size of a nickel on there. I can spread it around one coat and it's varnished. And as long as I don't, like here's pencil right there. As long as when I'm spreading the varnish, I'm not going like that. I'm just gently spreading the varnish. Then it doesn't rub off. But you can rub the pencil off if you're not careful. So if you use the varnish on a mixed media piece that you have color pencil on, then you can't rub it. So you could rub it away, right? But this is what I use on my art cards, my altered books, and my mixed media collage books. I haven't made any ATC coins. I saw Mike Deacon did some, and I see other people have done them too. But I don't do ATCs anymore. Artist trading cards, which are 2.5 by 3.5. My art cards are 3 by 4. I bumped them up a size when a Project Life cards came out and they're 3 by 4. I started making my art cards 3 by 4 because I wanted them to fit in those sleeves. I know it's a stupid reason, but anyway, I wanted them to fit into the sleeves, the different Project Life sleeves. And also, guys, I'm doing this very lightly. I'm layering very lightly so I can get a lot of layers. Um, if I missed any of your questions, put them back in again. You had to start a new one, sister woman. Okay. Do you faithful? You have a YouTube channel. Do you have an IG? Yeah, you're on IG. Don't I follow you on IG? I don't remember seeing any of yours. Are they? Do you have some on IG? I'll show them. Hey, Connie, I have one of the spots that you put on the back of your phone. One of the spots I put a spot on the back of my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, here. A spot. I have my business card here, and this is one of Cameron, my grandson. That's one of his. I made stickers out of. I make stickers out of his art if I can, because he won't do it. So I do it. So this is one of Cameron's pieces, and also let me see if it'll show up on the phone. I'll show you another one. I'm waiting to see. Yes, do we follow you on IG? Okay, I'll look for you in a minute, sister woman. Faithful, do you have? Are you on IG where I can see your what do you call it? Not circles, coins. Your ATC coins. Are you on IG Faithfulness? I don't remember. I follow a few people with faith in their name. Okay, let me see. Let me go to my pictures here and see if I can show you one of Cameron's. Here's Boo. Here's my daughter and granddaughter. This is from this weekend. Oh, it's wanting to flash out. I can't get it to not flash without adjusting the lighting. Sorry, guys, I'm trying. But that's my granddaughter and daughter. I have another daughter out in LA and a grandson in LA. Do exactly as people put on their phone to hold on to. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I do. I have that. Yes. My pop. Yes, I have my pop right here. I know. I wish it would, again, I could adjust the light, but I don't really want to change the lighting. But anyway, what I was looking for was Cameron's. This is one of his drawings. I don't know who it's of or anything, but this was one of his. I have to really tilt it so because see it flashes out. But I have auto lock, light lock, and autofocus lock, so it doesn't change. Because then it's going to zoom in and out and stuff, right? I received some in a pen pal letter from Australia. I'll make a video to make this. Okay, yeah. They look cool, but like I said, I just make my, what do you call it? Art cards. I don't know. Let's see if I can show you my grands. Because I can. There's Boo. I call her Boo because she's little, and here's my grandson Cam. He's the artist. He just graduated from high school, and Boo is going to be a sophomore. Boo's in cheer again, so she's all into cheer again. Hey, Kenny. Okay, so let's go back to, where's my giraffe? I have a picture of a giraffe somewhere around here that I've been glancing at. There we go. For some color. All right, I want a little bit more light in the eyes, so I'm going to put a little highlight under the pupil there. And again, let me tilt it a little so you can see there's more of the true color right there. I have my ring light on, so it kind of flashes it out a little. I can turn it down, but I think that's pretty good. Bye, Kenny. Hi and bye. All right, so I think I might, well, let's do a little bit more. Let me do a little bit more orange. Okay, so this is mineral orange, and I need a little bit more orange in the shadows. I just thought I'd work on a couple of different things today. And again, I want to try to see how I can do separate videos because like I'm going to put the color book page, and I used to on Ustream, I would do this, that I'd stop the video and start another one. Well, I can't do that here, I don't think, without just completely leaving live stream and starting a whole nother live stream. And then you guys, I don't know if you will be there, or you have to come over to, I don't know yet. So this is all going to be run together. It's all going to be run together. I'll put in the description box and I'll separate it out in playlist, but there's going to be multiple projects until I figure out how to separate them. There's going to be multiple projects on one live video. A 2.5 circle punch, so they're the typical. Yeah, they're the width of an ATC. Yeah, I saw Mike do his. That way with a punch. Lots of light layers so you can continue to keep going over it. You can probably get, if you do real light layers, and by light layers, I mean, let me take a wide here. I'm doing like this light. That's how much pressure. You can do like this. You can do more pressure. You can do more pressure until you get it, like that. I'm using this much pressure. This is how much pressure I'm using. Very light. because then you can probably get about 20 layers of Prismacolor if you do this. You can get about 2 layers if you do this. No, he does not, sister woman. Oh my gosh, the girls, I swear, sometimes they're a hoot. Sharpening. Hey, Ken, I'm glad you made it back. How's the school bus? How are the kids? I'll tell you, I got respect for those that drive school bus. That's a tough business right there. Hey, colorful creations. Teresa Morgan here on YouTube made a cute book to keep the ATC coins in. Well, and all y'all guys, click on, at the end of everybody's name, in case you didn't know this, you got the person's name here. And then if you just hoover over it, mouse over it, you're going to see 3 little dots. If you click on those dots, it says go to channel. It'll take you to their channel, but you won't leave here. You'll have 2 windows open, right? So you can go follow each other. Follow each other, support each other, brag on each other. Just don't talk about each other unless it's nice. And I've never really used blender pencils. I always just blend with color, with pencil. But, and I never really cared for the Prismacolor blender. But I found the Derwent one. What is it? Yeah, the Derwent blender. And I've only used it once or twice in 30, I've only had it for a couple of, maybe 6 months or something. I just found these. I don't know if I got them I don't remember if I got it on Amazon or Hobby Lobby. You can get them at either one. Good first day back from school. Yeah. Well, good. So I like these Derwent blenders. I'm not used to using blenders, so I always forget I even have it, to tell you the truth. But the Derwent blenders are not as scratchy. They're still a little scratchy, but not as scratchy to me as the Prismacolor one. But I just don't use blenders. But just saying, if you found that you don't like blenders because they're scratchy, try the Derwent one. It still works with the Prismacolor pencil. It doesn't have to, but I forget to use blenders. But having come across the Derwent one, I like it. I like it better than the Prismacolor blender. But I just, but don't forget to clean things off. And that's true with, like, if you're doing anything with white or anything. You want to make sure, and you can't see it now because I have another table to the side over here, and it's got all the black paper. It's like got this kind of paper on it, and that's usually what I cover my table with, is just black paper. And so I'm always cleaning off my pencil tips like this. So there's a lot of scribbles and stuff. I can't do it on here. This is kind of like a semi-sheen wrapping paper. I just did it because it was pretty. It's not really functional for me. This is what I wrap my table in because it's functional when I'm doing color pencil. Yeah, you like the Derwent one much better? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to just do a little bit more, and then I want to I'll show you some of the craft paper drawings we've done. And I want to show you that newspaper. You officially retired, Connie? Oh, good. Aren't you coming to Georgia? It just amazes me that in this day and age, you actually have to tell adults to be nice. No. Well, that's the nature of the internet. And it's been that way since I've been on it, since the the 90s, early to mid 90s in chat rooms. Yeah, you got to tell people to be nice. You wouldn't think you have to, but you do. Okay, so I want a little bit more highlight on nostrils. And I just use a Posca for bright, and I got to blend that in underneath the nostril a little more. And I got to shape it a little better with more shading here. But I'm just getting it kind of blocked in. This is not a lot of detail yet. Just building up the layers. I hear the cats out there wrestling right outside my door. Pecky Mouse is getting ready for the move. Okay, so you're actually visiting your family or something? Yeah. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Do I want to have a little white area coming down here? So we'll keep working on it. But anyway, there's a start. There's a little start. Now, oh, I do want to do longer lashes. Let's see. Let me sharpen my black. And I don't know, I might put something. I don't know if I want them just to be just animals or do I want them to be characters. You know, because most of my animal posters are characters. You know, they're not just plain animals. They have, you know, they're doing something or. You vote for characters, Suze? Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to stop on this, guys, for right now. There's a true color right there. Holding it up just a little, because like I said, I got my ring light kind of flashes it out. There's how it looks so far. And every time I look at it, I want to keep working. But I'm going to stop. All right, so let me back out a little, because I did zoom in. It only let me zoom in one. It only let me zoom in one click, so I think I'm going to have to invest in ManyCam. ManyCam, like Jean has. Let me get something here to focus on. Where's my color book here? Let me get something to focus on. She's better lashes than me. Space, yeah. Well, see, that's what I want to do. I do want to cut them out. I don't know if I want to cut her out yet, because then what I do is like I showed you on these two. Let's go back here. I'm going to do this with all of them. I'm going to cut them out. I'll go ahead and cut it. Let's just go ahead and do it. I mean, even though I'm not done. But what I'm going to do is then I take it into Procreate, like right here. This will be feathered out in Procreate. Same for her lashes. I'm going to kind of just, I'm going to cut around the lashes now, but they'll be, you won't see that when I go into Procreate and do some adjusting with it. But I'll show you what she looks like in space, even though she's not done. She's not done being colored. But let's just show you what she's going to look like in space. But they still have things going on with them. Like on this one, we gave them a belly button. Remember, where's the picture? See, so he went from this to this. And you can't see the little, well, maybe you can, the little feathery bits on his horns or whatever they're called. And we gave him a umbilical cord. I sharpened up his fingers. You know, I did some things in Procreate. And that's what I'll do with her too. I'll do her lashes, highlight her lashes, and then all this fur or this mane will have, you know, more detail on it. I did a video on that, on how I did it. I actually got the light to cooperate when I was in Procreate. So, uh-oh, my chat. Let me click back in. Some of my chat. I got to keep my chat clicked, or it fades in and out. To be in the same time. So yeah. Okay, Scoops. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you had a great weekend. Like I said, we had a good weekend. It was Huster's birthday and Father's Day, so we went up, saw the kids and everything, which is up North Georgia. Went up there, and then so it's gone most of that. Okay, so let's see. I'll just cut that off there. All right, so again, she's not done, but we can put her in space just to see what she's going to look like. You know? Like probably about right there, I think. I like that. And we can make, in Procreate, I can make her lashes come out. Can make a star shine on the end of her lash. Or I can make her horns glow. You know, have a star shine like this on her horns. So that's what she'll look like when she's in space. No, I'm going to put them on Society 6. I've been saying I'm going to do that for 3 years. But guys, I do lots of other stuff. Y'all know I do. You know, I do my, you know, I've been really concentrating for the last few years on portraits, you know, portrait commissions. So I've cut back on the portrait commissions so I have more time to do some Society 6 stuff. Yeah, and so, you know, and I could just cut this out. You know, I could put this, just photograph her on the brown paper and cut it out in Procreate or whatever. But I like the feel of cutting things out, so I just, you know, that's how I did it before. So what I do is just take a picture of it. I just use my iPhone, take a picture of it when she's done. She's not done yet, and send it to Procreate, and then play with it in Procreate. And yeah, and color books. Yeah, color. Yeah, do my color books and you stream. You know, hey, BDI Beth, I just saw somebody say something to you. Hi. Hi, Amy. Anybody else? So yeah, if you all are talking to me, put it in caps, guys. All right. So anyway, I've got all these. You know, I've got about 20 of them. You know, to work on. Okay. All right. So now let me go back to, let's move this over here. So I wanted to show y'all a couple things. We'll just do a little rabbit trail. And then I'll probably at least start the watercolor on the page that I picked out in here. Let me move all my pencils. So what I usually do is I usually have one of these trays kind of cleaned out for the colors that I'm using currently, whether it's, and I'm usually more organized with this and with pencils, but I just know my pencils, so I know what to pick up. So I'll, you know, keep a space like that and then keep all the pencils I'm currently using on a current project. This is just a silverware tray, you know. And again, these are not all my Prismacolors. They're up here on my, if I move it, I don't know if anybody's get one of those people that gets wheezy or queasy. I'll show y'all, but look away if you get queasy. Oh, Mom did notice. Okay, Mom. I noticed on your stream this morning that I was working on the picture of Ken Tammy. Would you? Okay, hang on. Let me open. Let me see what Mom's saying here. Would you say a work in progress? Oh, you want a picture of work in progress? Mom wants a picture of work in progress. Okay, let me tell her. Okay. Yeah. See, I wasn't sure if I wanted to show it, Mom. I don't know if she's still here. I'll just give her a thumbs up for now. Yeah, because that's his birthday present. Um, pencil. Okay, so these are the pencils I use all the time. And sorry guys, I'm moving my camera. It's doing some. I think it's my fan is blowing the cord. I'm trying not to jiggle too much. So let me move my varnish. Let's see what it looks like. Does it look presentable? Does it look? Oh, look! I even have a little Malibu mouse she brought me earlier today. I'll throw that on the floor. So, okay. So let's put this right over here. I'll show you how I have this set up. I'll cover up the shine spot. Okay. So if you get dizzy, you get sick, look away. Some color pencils that you can. I pretty much use all my pencils eventually. So I'm going to move the camera. Here we go. So here's where I'm sitting. Here is you guys right there. And then here is I'll move slow. Here's my pencil, marker, paint, ink build. I built that right there. Okay, so I built this out of foam core, black foam core. I'll move it real slow because it is kind of herky-jerky. So this is all my stuff that I use all the time right there. And then we'll bring y'all back down here. And readjust you guys. Oops, it's crooked. There we go. Now I got to fix my camera here so that it's straight. Okay, so before I do this, I had a couple rabbit trails to show you, including the what do you call it? Craft roll, which I cut up. Please, no, all viewers now in process. So first off, this came in the paper this weekend, and I wanted to show this to you guys because it was kind of cool. I'm obviously not going to read it. And what it looks like they did is they went through their microfiche, and just printed out the page from the microfiche. That's what we used to call it. I don't know. Anyway, and so it's 150 years of Atlanta, AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and they started back from 1868. So this is the actual page or a photocopy from 1868. Now you really have to get out of my what do you call it, a magnifying glass to see these, but some of them are really cool. I can't really tell what happened here because it's really little. I can't even see really any major headlines in this. But here is the Atlanta, the Cotton States and International Exposition, 1895. Here is when the Titanic sunk. I thought this was really cool because this right here, Archibald Willingham Butts, that was his name, went down on the Titanic. This is one of Hubster's relatives. So his name was Archibald Willingham Butts, and he was an attaché to the president or something. I forget. I can't read it, and Hubster has all the information on it, the family history on it. But anyway, so that was kind of interesting that he was there. I mean, that his picture was in the cover page from April 16, 1912. I know, isn't that kind of cool? And so this is the actual photograph. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure it's from the microfiche, that they have on file or whatever. Um, and you get out a magnifying glass, you could probably read this, but it's very, very tiny, other than the headlines. So yeah, but they had a whole series. I mean, then it goes to 1915. Here's 1917. There was this big fire. Well, actually, there was, I think, other than during the Civil War, which Atlanta burned down, but this was in 1917. Apparently, there was a huge fire, 50 blocks destroyed. Hubster knew about it. I didn't know about it. He's from Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta. Uh-oh, I lost my, there. Click on my chat again. And so anyway, it just was kind of cool to see. Now here's just an ad for the Atlanta Botanical Gardens. Connie, if you come down to Atlanta, you need to go to the Botanical Gardens. That's really cool. So then here's when Gone with the Wind premiered, 1939. There's Margaret Mitchell and then Clark Gable and Vivian Lee. Here's where Roosevelt died, 1945. Here's another. This was a hotel fire. This was in 1946. So anyway, I just thought it was real cool. And then down at the bottom, it kind of gives a history of the people that were, that ran the newspaper. All the different editors and things like that on the bottom sidebar, if you will. So yeah. 1965, Atlanta wins NFL franchise. Here's where Dr. King was assassinated here. That was in April 5th, 1968. Here is when Maynard Jackson, first black mayor, Atlanta. Here's Hank Aaron breaks Babe Ruth's home run. This is 1974. Then here's 1976 when Carter won president. Here is 1977. 37 die at Toccoa Falls when an earthen dam breaks. See, I didn't know. I never heard of this. Hubster knew more about this than I did. So here was the Olympics. 1990, they won the 1996 Olympic bid. Yes, I know, right? Well, I think I'm going to keep this just because, I say that 10 years from now, it'll probably end up in some ephemera. So anyway, it was just kind of cool. Here's 2014 when the ice, what did they call it? Not ice, ice. I don't know. They had not apocalypse, but they called it something. I forget. But anyway, because we don't get ice in a store, I think this in 2014. I think Mom and Ken were visiting. They came for Christmas. This is January 29th. I think they flew out, like they literally caught the last plane back to Texas before they shut the airport down. Yeah. So anyway, then this was when a bunch of school teachers were convicted of giving tests to the kids. And so anyway, I think this was really, I just liked the whole thing, So I thought there's a little rabbit trail for you guys. And then, let's see here. Let me see about away from the desk for just a minute. Let me see if I can find some of those. Here we go. Hang on, guys. I'll show you some of these. Now that you can see them in HD, I'll pull some of these. Hang on. I'll pull some of these real quick, and then we'll do a little bit in the color book. I'll do at least get the watercolor wash down. Okay, so this is one of my portfolios here. I can probably, let's see, let me prop up my camera a little. Can probably make it a little further back. Hang on. Let me prop it up. Okay, I'm going to move the camera. Don't anybody freak. Hang on. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to prop the camera up. Uh-oh. Hang on. Okay, it's live show here. Okay, let me move my lamp up. Okay, so now got the full desk here. I propped up the camera so you can see more. All right, so this is just one of the portfolios that and you can see how far I zoomed out, because see how little the book is now? I propped up the camera about 3 inches because I can't zoom it out any further. Let's move the ring light up a little out of the way. And so this is one of the portfolios. What I did is I was working a lot for a long time on the craft rolls, which, like, you know, that's just like this. Hang on, let me grab one. You know, a roll. It's a big giant roll of craft paper. Now, this was the last one we did. What did we do on here? Oh, yeah. So here's one we did do in chalk, a hedgehog. Let's turn it out. So this is just a large roll of craft paper. Oh, it's an ASMR moment. But we are switching to 4K next week. Okay, what does that mean? Are you being funny, Ian? Ian's saying the HD is great, but we're all switching to 4K next week. And he's LOLing? I don't know. Ian, I must have missed something going on there. All right. So I think Ian's been a smart aleck. Okay, so anyway, these are my sticker collection. Some of them are Cameron's artwork, and some are the Flow magazine. There's some Star Wars ones, just all different stickers on here. But what I did is I cut up my roll. Well, actually, it was like 3 different rolls. And I don't know, you know what? I don't think one. Should I put it in here? I'm not sure. I don't know if my what you call it's in here. Count Pugula. I don't know if Pugula's in here. And here's the back side. Here's some of Cameron's artwork. Hey, Wendy. So Cameron's artwork, Cameron. So those are some of his. That's some of his artwork there. All those faces. Those are all Cameron's there. 4K is Super HD. The next generation. Are you kidding? I mean, are you really serious, Ian? I mean, I don't know that he's serious. That that's what you're switching to. I don't know. I don't know if Ian is teasing or not. I mean, they may end up having 4. I don't know. What kind of? Do you have to have a movie camera to stream that? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so I'm going to kind of go through. This is just a big portfolio. Here's one of my collage bits on there. What do I have on the back side? Here's another one inside of here. So what I was going to say is, before Ian started being a smart aleck, I mean, he may be serious, but he's laughing, so I don't know. I don't know what mine is. I really don't know. I know it's HD. I know my camera's HD. If it gets better than this, guys, then hey. So I don't know. I don't know what I use the it's a HD C920E is what it is. It's a 920E, C920E, a Logitech. And I've had HD all along as far as the camera goes, but Ustream didn't give us HD for free. Now they're not even giving us streaming for free. So everybody moved over to YouTube. Okay, so anyway, so I would roll out the big rolls of paper, and we would do all kinds of things, you know, animals. Maybe, I don't know. Let me turn this light off. Let me see what happens when I turn this off. Hang on. No, that got too dark. Okay. I just need to kind of move the ring light away a little bit because it's kind of, there's the true color right there. Okay, Sandra, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I have the one that's, I don't know if the C39. Here's the thing, Bunny. I have also have the camera that's one up from the C920E. I don't remember what the name of it is. I have that one too. But what I found out is the software doesn't let you do all the better settings are on the C920. So I have the other camera too, which I don't even remember the name. So I haven't used that one. I haven't used that one since I got the 920. I downgraded to the 920 because the software is better. And I went on YouTube and looked up the techies, and they all said the same thing, that the one up from the 920, it's a better camera, but the software doesn't allow you to light lock, and there's some other things. So you can't do certain things on the upgraded camera. I don't know if that's the 930, Bunny. I don't remember what it is. But anyway, the software doesn't allow you to do some of the stuff that the 920 does. So I downgraded to the 920. Anyway, okay, so I'm just going to kind of flip through here and just show you. These are just some of the large. I want to find the pug. Here's where we did. Oh, here's just some sketches. Now you got to look how big this is. Look, here's my hand. These are giant sketches, and this is as far as we got on the show, as far as working on them. You can't. What's wrong, Lynette? I don't know what's wrong. Lynette says she can't watch. I don't know. Try, Lynette. Try. If you're watching an HD 1080, go in the settings and turn your settings down. Turn it down to 720 and see if that helps your streaming flow. Know what I mean? Yeah, Janet's trying to figure out how to upgrade her internet. She lives out in Diddlewall Diddy. Yeah. So I think then you can just turn down. Can't everybody, Ian or anybody, just turn down your HD settings turn it down to 720 and see if that helps. If you're having buffering issues, try going to your little settings wheel and going to quality and then turning down your quality to 720. Or if you're on 720, try turning it down to, 4 something. Try turning your settings down a notch and see if that helps your buffering if you are having trouble with the buffering on your end. 930, but it is for business situation. It had a wide, it has some better view. Yeah, a wide angle. Of course, we're already wide angle here, as wide as we need to. We're as wide as we need to be, Gene. But yeah. Yeah, it's on the little wheel, Cindy. Or not, wasn't Cindy. Who is it? Kat. It's the little wheel. Under your video, see the little settings wheel? Click on that, go to quality, and then turn your quality down 1 if you're buffering a lot. You know? And if it's buffering at 720, turn it down to 4, whatever it is. So yeah, so these were all on the big scroll, and I just cut them down because I couldn't find anything on the scroll after a while. Here's where we did a bunch of studies of a peacock, and I almost ran out of time, and so I wanted to draw his foot. So I said, the peacock did not defeat me. So yeah, so these were just some peacock studies. There's a feather. So these are all done on the big giant roll, right? Oh, good. I got you in high D, and I'm not going back. You guys are funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's a little I forget what kind of cat that was. Here's did a big, here's a deer, an antler. And there's Hole's antlers. I poked flowers in it, took a picture of them with flowers with these people. Here is, here's our big octopus here. I mean, look how big he is. Here's my hand. He's huge. So we would paint this. This is acrylic craft paint and color pencil. That's all it is. Under the video, click on the send and then quality. Yeah, exactly, Ian. Yeah. For those of y'all didn't hear me, Ian just typed it out. Little owl. I'm not sure. I want to try to show you the, here's some slow lorries, sketches. We start sketching them like this. This is what we start with. And then we start working them. How long it take to do the big drawings? I don't know. We work on them in about an hour. And here's the thing, guys, if y'all, because a lot of y'all are new and weren't there when we did these. We all start talking and laughing and making jokes. Like here, we got bunny slippers on our cardinal. And then a night crawler worm speech bubble. He's in a bathrobe with goldfish slippers. And what we do is we're all talking and shouting. Everybody's shouting out different things to do with them. And then I would just paint. So I'll just paint whatever people are yelling at me. And then we got just different ideas. And, we would write down, like, here's a bald eagle professor. This is just a sketch. The bald eagle professor, Ben Franklin, an Avion RV suite, a pocket watch fob. So we just wrote all kinds of notes. Eileen said, pixie on a flamingo, be afraid. He has a comb over. So some of them are just ideas because, these would fit into the Society of Idea Collectors. I want to try to find Count Pugula and my Franken giraffe. I think they're in here. So this one this is one of those birds that have these long, flowy feathers, and we're going to make them antenna that had electricity to them with a blue rinse. Doc Marten boots, pink combat boots. So, yeah. So we just, and we write notes on them all. So here's some, these are made with quick fingerprints. I mean, finger painted, quick little, they all took different times. Some of them are just real quick. This one was the ornithologist. He was a ornithologist, Pixie Hollow, spring coils in his hair, boing, boing, smoking a cigarette. This was just a fairy sketch there. Here's some calligraphy, some leaves. And again, guys, I cut this all up. Here was a caterpillar with watch parts. Here was, we're going to make a robot out of a mailbox. Something here is this was a test of paint. And here's a giant lizard. So it's not finished, so you can see what we went through. This is what it starts like. So here we sketched out the shape of the lizard. Here's what it starts out with. Then we add some more paint, then we add more detail, and then, we work our way up to this. So here's 1 foot done, 1 foot not done. So he squished on something there. I don't remember what he squished on, but see, this is what it starts out like right here. And then we add all the detail. I told you we're going to do all 900 videos over. No, maybe not kidding. Okay, so here's some blue frogs. So again, we start with just a little sketch like this with a Conte crayon or a white pencil. I don't even remember what we used here. So we start with that, and then we work our way up to, more detail. And he had on open-toed shoes. Or frog flops. See, there's what it looks like when a frog wears a flip flop. That's what it looks like right there. And then there's the colors we used, and just different sketches. Oh no, open-toed shoes, right, CP? Or frog flops. Silver said that. See, I try to quote whoever says something like that. But look, that's what a frog's foot looks like in a flip flop. Okay, here's Mimi. Mimi is our alligator. She's got she's smoking a cigarette off of a cigarette holder. Now I don't smoke, guys, but Mimi does. Mimi does. So if y'all remember the Drew Carey show, his secretary Mimi, this is Mimi with the pink bow in her hair, the blue eyeshadow, the red lipstick, clutching her pearls, glamigator. Yeah, Torquia, that's good. She's got her red nail paint. She's got an alligator purse in her mouth. And yeah, so there's some other sketches and stuff that we didn't get to. All this read. Yeah, so there's Mimi. See, I had to cut them up because I couldn't find anything. This was something with scribbles. We were testing out ink scribbles. We were testing out, what else did we test? Oh, I don't know why, but we were drawing the prompts. I don't know what the prompt, we were doing prompts. But this was a Yoo-Hoo glue stick, and we were going to have Woody, Toy Story Woody riding on a Yoo-Hoo glue stick. If you want to do Society of Idea Collectors, then email me and I'll add you. All I'd like to know is how you're collecting your ideas. We've got 30 or 31 episodes, and they're in playlist. Just go to my YouTube playlist and look for Society of Idea Collectors, and we've got like 31 or 32. I forget Pacola. Pacola keeps track of how many we have. And yeah, and it's just a way for you to collect your ideas. So it doesn't matter if you do it in a composition book, a traveler's, and 3-ring. 3-rings are my favorite, although I have traveler's notebook that I write initial ideas down, or I'll write them down on Post-it notes, and then I transfer those ideas and lists and mind maps and things over to my 3-ring binders. And then here's where we did this. This was done with that foamy, the stuff that you heat up. The blue foam that you heat up and mash into something, mash into buttons. Here was a selfie. Here was some ladybug, the ladybug cotillion. I don't see, I mean, we just got all kinds of things in here. I'm looking for Frankenstein and Pug. Here's where we did this is wax crayon. Here's some more drawings here. Did some starfish. I don't know if this is, oh, here's another emu. Here are some feathers and some more ladybugs. And they're big. Look, guys, see? Look how big these are. I'm zoomed way, I mean, I moved my camera way out. A leaf in the wind. There's some hummingbirds. Again, see how big they are? So hummingbirds, these turned out pretty good. Some little doe sketches. So we start out with just some little sketches like this, although she's bigger. We did this one. This was from 2015. Here's some giant, this I did with I'll show you, calligraphy nib. Did these letters with this big nib. So we inked these letters. We did a little wax seal down here. We experimented with some wax seal and a feather. They've been more awesome in HD. Here we're doing some illuminated, some sketching. I just kept all of it because you guys were here when we did it. Here's another alphabet that we did with a smaller nib. Calligraphy. More calligraphy. We did a tracing paper technique thing and did a transfer or something. I don't even remember here with those numbers. I don't know, some stencil something. Okay, so here's an example of doing a sketch that doesn't work. So I wanted to do a chihuahua. You know, remember, what was that movie? Hollywood. It wasn't Hollywood Chihuahua. What was it? Hollywood something. Anyway, I wanted to draw a little dog like that. So I drew this one and it was too big. It just didn't look like a Chihuahua. So we tried it again. Still wasn't working. So finally the third time was a charm. I just needed to do it a little bit littler, although it's still bigger than my hand. Anyway, so we ended up doing a little Chihuahua there. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Thank you. Thank you, sister woman. Yeah. There's just another dog here, another dog, some more calligraphy. I'm looking for those. Okay, here, we're getting close because here's one of the things where you take multiple ideas and combine them. So we took a turtle, a vampire, and a pumpkin. This was a Halloween project. So we have a little vampire turtle that has a pumpkin for a shell with the vampire wings. So this is what you do. This is what you do when you get us all together on Halloween. This is what happens. When does letter drawing stop being calligraphy and start being sign writing? I don't know. I guess when it gets, how big it gets. Probably the difference between a calligraphy pit using a nib in and a brush. Sign painters use brushes. Okay. Oh, here's our Frankenstein giraffe. So yeah, here we go, people. Now we're on it. We're on it. I used to do mural paintings. I still have a room of murals, but I used to do it professionally. Go to people's houses and paint murals in their houses. It went out of vogue. It's painting murals, I guess, is out of style. Plus, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work to paint big, full-on walls of murals, right? Although I do have a few in my mural room. But I forgot what I was going to say. Talking about painting big or something. Oh, but I only did one outdoor because I used to be a visual merchandiser. You decorate department stores. That was my career. Although I've had many jobs, moving 30 times in my life. In military, I've had a lot of jobs, but my career was visual merchandising. But I only ever painted one outdoor sign. I think mom and my stepdad before Ken, a lot years ago when I was I think I was 12 or 13, they actually got me a job painting. And now, mind you, this was I'd never done anything like this. I think I was 13 years old. And there was an auto body shop, like one of those little brick and mortar type, literally brick and mortar type of body shop. And they wanted their so-and-so body shop lettered in. I'm saying this because Ian brought up, lettering and sign painting, but they wanted it painted on their building. So I got me some bucket of paints and a big old ladder, and I started painting. It was crooked. It wasn't perfect, but they didn't care. They just wanted the name of their body shop on their brick building in huge letters. And so I think I did that when I was about 13. Send this to Janet so it has a better connection. I know. I hope Janet, she's looking into finding a better, she's, like I said, she's on the middle diddle-wah-diddy. So her options may be limited. So, anyways, this was our. He was really just a. He was just a giraffe painting. He was. I think he was just started out as a giraffe painting, and we turned him into Frankenstein. Now, that being said, to me, he looks like Moe of the Three Stooges. He doesn't look like a Frankenstein to me, other than the scars and the sewn up. He looks like Moe, the Three Stooges. Okay, so I don't know where is our. Okay, oh, here was one we did on Halloween. This was our mummy. This was our mummy squirrel in toilet paper. See what fun we have around here, guys? You're a sign right, and it's not easy to paint on walls. Oh, it's not, is it? It's not in. And like I said, it was the first time. I don't know why they had confidence in me to do it. Maybe mom showed him some of my pencil drawings, sketches, and said, "Yeah, but it's your daughter. Damn, let her come on up and paint our wall. Let's paint her outside of our building." I don't know why. They let me, though. They paid me. Hey, they paid me. It looks like Mr. Munster. Yeah, Gene, it did. Yeah. And then this was our squirrel with wrapped up our squirrel mummy with toilet paper and some spider webs, and he's got a skull tattoo on his tail. That's a tattoo. Here's just a little raccoon again, just a little raccoon. And some clownfish. I did a whole bunch of clownfish. They were all on one big. This one we cut out and put on black paper. And there's a frog. I like this one though. I like the one coming right at me. And then here is the panda. Where is my? Hang on. Is it? I'm not sure. What did they do with? Let me look in here. He must still be. I must have pulled him out to show. And let's see. Where's Pugula? Hang on, guys. I'm looking for Pugula. Well, rats. I don't know where Pugula is. I'm thinking he's here somewhere. Well, I don't know, guys. I lost Pugula. I don't know. Dang, and here's the one I wanted to show you. I don't know where Pugula is. So anyway, that's what we've done so far in scrolls. I mean, I still have some rolled up scrolls that I haven't cut up yet, but Pugula was definitely one that was cut up. So I don't know. And see, I've got, I still got 1, 2, 3. I got like 4 more of these portfolios under there that we have to do in HD. Okay, but I'll show real quick some of the bigger posters. So these are the ones, these bigger posters are the ones that I wanted to do cell phone covers out of. Aw, thanks, guys. So here is my red fox. And it's a little flashed out again because of I can't turn that light off, but I'm trying to move it back. So, so these are combinations. These are combinations of the animals, collage, and paint. So this is kind of like, just starting from scratch. This was just starting from scratch. And we would do, I say we, because if I did it live, then it's we. So, so there's a little red panda, not a red fox, red panda, a red panda. This is the one that's on my header on YouTube and all my headers. This guy right here, he's one of my favorites. I love lemurs. Not real lemurs. I probably wouldn't like a real lemur, but I like lemurs as far as the way they look. So this is the one from my header. Oh yeah, there was other ones too. I don't know where they all are. But anyway, here I call this one the lemur has landed. Here is Hump Day Camel. See, he's looking forward to the weekend. And these guys are from like 5 or 6 years ago. Seriously, these were like 5 or 6 years ago. Um, because some of these, there's a couple of them that I did when I first started uploading to YouTube. And then probably right before I started uploading. So these are at least 5 years old. But there's Hump Day Camel looking forward to the weekend. Here's when pigs fly. And she's got her big, she's got rings, she's got tattoos. She's got her big, I forget what you call those when you got a hole in your ear. Those. So then here's just a Alice in Wonderland rabbit. And here's a llama, no drama llama. Yeah, the bugs in the ears. And then this one, Lisa named this one Ottersea, Space Ottersea. Lisa named that one. And this is the one that was on the cover of the magazine a few years ago. Well, this one's probably one of the newer ones. This is probably 3 or 4. No, this is probably 4 years old, but they used it on the cover, I think, of the magazine. But this is Space Odyssey. I just started doing that. Look at my old Opinion Pros. I have painting from it and see if I have improved. Oh, okay, Ian. I haven't. I don't. I haven't watched all your videos, but I've seen your stuff on Facebook. There's Space Odyssey, and again, this is all hand done. Like this watch is collaged. This is all paint. There's probably something underneath this paint here, some collagey bit, but all my animals are hand drawn. And here's a giraffe, a city. There's a city on his head, on his spine, some water, some stars. And then this is Squirrel in Space. And thinking you could do that with these paintings. Started doing a video to look at old. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm showing them here. I've shown some of the other stuff, Ian. I'm not getting very far today because, I'm still trying to get used to YouTube Live. Here's the red fox. And the red fox originally did not have earbuds. I added the earbuds later when I was going to put them on a cell phone. Like this right here would be the cell phone cover, photograph this and shrink it down. So I put earbuds in him because I thought that that would be a good cell phone cover with the earbuds. So I drew some earbuds in his ears. And then this is my peace sloth. This one's twice as big. Well, yeah, it's probably about twice as big as these other ones. This one's really big. So this is my peace sloth. And I did this one on a show, and I just held out my own hand and drew my own hand. And so there's our peace sloth. And he has like a guitar on his back. And he's got beads and embroidered jeans. And then there's his claws. Groovy, yeah. So anyway, beads in the hair, And then this one is the 4 Horses of the Apocalypse. It's not exactly like the happy stuff that but this is just is just in here. So here's the 4 Horses of the Apocalypse. Did that. And then this is one of the posters that is in progress. This is huge. This is like, I don't know, 24 by 30 or something. This is big. And this one's in progress. This one is pretty new. This, I would say this was in the last year, but it's just filed with these because that's the size of it. But I do have, like, let me grab one up here. I have some posters that I've done. Let me get it out. It's really jammed in there. But I cleaned up. So here's some of the big posters that I have that are rolled up. So let me unroll, let me unfurl. I got two or three in here. So this one's not that big. This one we did with color book. This is a color book thing. Napkins in the background. Color book, color book. So this is kind of like a napkin journal piece, but on a poster. I should just keep it with these so it doesn't get, because these other ones are really rolled up tight. Okay. So let me show you some of these posters. This one's done, the other one's not. So this is probably about, I don't know how big these are. This is it's an 18-inch ruler. It's probably about 35 by 40 maybe. This one's big. So this one's really a big, giant poster. See, there's my hands there, so you can see. I think we did this on show. Must include the sloth in society. Yeah, I think that's the one that Terry Trouble wants, Wee Hootie, the sloth. So anyway, so this poster. And this one's not done. This one I did standing up on a show. I moved the camera way up. And again, this one's probably about 50 by 50. So this one's not done, but we did this for a live demo. So like this is not blended in. That's just like a Tiffany Tiffany lamp. And so everything else is not all blended in yet. But all the planets have reasons and symbols, but it's huge. I can't even get it all up under there. There's a giant book right here. Water is coming out of the book there. I can't even get it all up under the camera. Giant watch here. So, yeah. But this one's about a 50, maybe a 50 by 60. Okay, so I think that's all of those. I still didn't find the pug though, because the pug has Stickles blood, has red Stickles for blood, but I don't know what I did with the poor guy. He's in one of the other portfolios. I probably just stuck him in the wrong portfolio. And then real quick, I'll show you, because I wanted to say about portraits. And again, I'm not really taking commissions now because I don't have time to take new ones. But like here's some of the what the posters shrunk down. See, here's just some prints of them, and I've given a lot of these away. But I'll show you a few of my portraits. And again, you can see all these. You can see these on my Facebook. This was just a little sketch. It's not finished, but I did this one for. All right, I'm gonna move my camera again, guys. Hang on. Hopefully not too badly. I'm gonna lower it down so that we can get closer. I did this one for a girl on Instagram. I love her dogs. And so it's not done. I still have to do, this is just a shadow shaded under here. But I was just doing this for her because I really I like her dogs. And then I'm going to just go through some of these. Let's see. I'm just going to go through some of my portraits, which are flashed out, guys. I need to do something about the lighting. I can turn it down. Maybe I can just block some of the sun. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. So I'm just going to show you some of the portraits. These are some fan art. Here's my Leonard Nimoy, Spock, Sean Connery. So some of these, like now, this one I did for me. This one Robert Mitchum did this for Hubster. Charlton Heston, Omar Sharif. This is Doc from Back to the Future. Nichelle Nichols from Star Trek. And then this one was from some of these are from this was from a class we did. This was Jen Oz's granddaughter. We did a class on how to draw. And I don't know why Packer Dye is stuck in here, but there's Packer Dye. She should be in the other folder. And this is Yaya Han. She's a cosplayer. So this is a cosplayer. Her name is Yaya Han. And she's based out of Atlanta. Here's Miss Vicky B. Here's Gazbot, Will Terry. Those are YouTubers. For a while I was doing YouTubers just to shout them out, you know, but then I ran out of time doing YouTubers. You're never where you're supposed to be. Hi, Packer Dye. Here's Mistel. Here's Bailey J. Here's Darcy Glam. Is it Darcy Glam? Darcy UK. Well, anyway, she's Darcy in UK. Here's, y'all know who this is? Walking Dead. So there's Daryl. Here's Glenn. Yeah, Darcy UK. Darcy UK. Yeah, Darcy Glam is Sister Woman's sister. Yeah, so that was, Darcy UK. We did a class on how to grid. If you don't know if you can't draw, we did a grid for her. So you could see how to grid. And then here's Daryl and Glenn. And I started drawing all the Walking Dead characters. When they killed off Glenn, I literally stopped watching Walking Dead. When they killed Glenn, I have not watched another Walking Dead. Seriously. I couldn't do it. But and see, they film like less than 20 minutes from my house. We have zombies, people. Here's Shannon Green. What else do I have here? This was when we did, this was from the Mark Crilly, Mark Crilly's Realism Challenge. This was out of Mark Crilly's book that we did a realism challenge. His book is called The Realism Challenge. And so that's from Mark Crilly's book. What else do I have here? Packer Dye, I got to find where you go. You go, girl. I think you go in here. So these are different, and these are the smaller tone tan papers. I'm just showing now that they're in HD. You have to look at them all again. Terrible, aren't I? So anyway, there's an app called Sketchy. And what Sketchy app does is you can post pictures of yourself and people draw you. And then after you draw them, what the app does is you post your picture on top of the photograph. You just post it on top. Let's see if I can show you an example. Hang on. I don't know if it'll show up on my phone, but we'll try. So let me go to my Sketchy app. So if you want to practice drawing people and you don't know where to get some people to draw, of course you can just Google people. But what Sketchy does is it allows you to draw people. Let's see here. Okay, so for instance, I'll probably you'll probably see her again in here. Okay, so like her, I drew her when I was tilted to get it to show because it wants to flash out unless I change my lighting. So I drew her when I was on jury duty. So she posted, there's her picture. She posted her picture. I drew her picture. And then after I drew her picture, I uploaded the picture on top of her photograph. So you get to practice drawing people. So let's see if I can do this again. So there's her photograph. She posted that for us to draw. And then I drew her while I was on jury duty. And then when I got home, I uploaded her to, there's the picture. And she should be in here. So that's how Sketchy works. And this, it's, let's see, hang on. It is Sketchy without the E. And it's only an app. It's SKTCHY. So if y'all go, I need to go. I haven't been over there in a while. I should go over there. So anyway, so that's where I got these people. So these were all from Sketchy. Okay, I'll just flip through real quick. I'll kind of go fast. My tattoo guy. And you can post pictures of your pets. There's Darcy. I mean, there's Sister Woman and Darcy. I don't know why they're in the Sketchy. They're not in Sketchy, but there's just, this is one of my Inktober drawings. I don't know why it's in there either. They're kind of a mix mash. So I really like her. And he only posted half of his face. This is a different girl with the wide eyes. So you can see I've done a lot of drawing. And these aren't even commissions. The commissions obviously go to the people that, you know, commission them. It's a little one there. These are from 2014, 15. This is from 2014. There's Dave. He's a YouTuber. There's our bud there. There's APG Jamie when she had a purple in her hair. So anyway, these are some of the smaller ones. I'm just going to do a flip real quick. Then we'll do some watercoloring for about an hour. I can't divide the show up. I used to be able to, you know, do an hour of one thing, an hour of another thing, or 2 hours of one thing. But I don't know how to do a new show without stopping the live show and starting another one. Yeah, it was Jay. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, Julie recognized Jay. So anyway, this is my daughter Denise, one of there. This is one of my other daughter Annie. There's this is Barb's son. This is another picture of my daughter Annie. She's the LA girl. And then these are just different. This is a sketchy guy. Here she is. So there's my drawing of this is the one I did on jury duty. Yeah, you missed Yurion. Yeah, Jay. Yeah. And I've shown these a whole bunch of times, but and I did him on jury duty too. I drew this one. He took his picture down. I don't know why. Maybe he got off a Sketchy, but I drew him when I was on jury duty too. She's also one of my favorites because I like her goggles with the sun. The clouds reflecting in her goggles. I think that's all these. Okay, this is not. This is just some paper now. So yeah. And then I put them in plastic sleeves like this, and then the plastic sleeves go in a folder like this. So that all goes in like this. They just all fit in here. Just so I keep them all together. And the last thing I'll show you is my Gold Rush. Now, I don't have all my Gold Rush drawings because a lot of the Gold Rush guys, the family members, bought them. And there's my little John Wayne there. And so I don't have all the Gold Rush people. I think I've drawn all the Gold Rush family. I mean, the Gold Rush crew. And they did post a bunch of them on their Facebook site back. I mean, this one I did in 2014 when Parker and his grandfather were together. And then, of course, when Parker's grandpa died, this is the tribute piece that I did. So this was Parker's granddad, and that was in 2016. So yeah, that was Grandpa. And then here's an older Parker, and then they're just the crew. They're just the crew from Gold Rush. Here's Parker's dog, Dozer. Do you have a set time of day you prefer to work on my sketches? No, not really. I like to work in the day, Pacola, because I don't see color well at night. So if I'm just doing a color book page or something and just coloring, I can do that at night. But portraits I do in the day. I don't see color well at night, even with like my daylight bulbs and all that. So, but anyway, a lot of the family members bought a lot of my Gold Rush. So I have them. They're in Facebook. You can see the rest of them in Facebook, but they're originals. I don't have all the originals, and I do post them on off and on when the show is running. I will post them to promote the show because I love the show. I love Gold Rush. So I'll to help promote the show. I tweet them a lot during during the show when it's in season, I should say. You can set a time marker at any point in the live video. Once you're done, and put the time point in the info section. Yeah, I just want to divide. I want to divide it up, Ian. Like, for instance, let's say I wanted to start another video, a separate video, I should say. I want to do a separate video. I'm not sure how. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I know you can timestamp it, but I don't know about breaking up the videos. And he was the producer at the time, and then that went to this was the show host the next season. Oh, that's different. And then here's some more. This more that's separate. These are the Gold Rush. There's Tony and his daughter. Timestamp. But does timestamp break up the videos, Ian? Thanks, guys. I'm just running through them real quick. I did a couple from Oak Island. I didn't do the whole crew from Oak Island. I got those here too, but they're smaller. And then he wanted me to draw them with Reagan, so I drew them with Reagan there. And then these are the guys from Oak Island. They're smaller. The brothers from Oak Island. It doesn't break them up. Yeah, see, yeah, I don't care. I don't want to do that. That's a lot of work. I wanted to break up the videos, you know. So anyway, guys, there's some of the portraits that I've done that I have. You know, these are just the ones I have. I have a lot of different ones that are posted on Facebook that are sold. Okay, so let's see. What time is it? You, I think if anything is on Oak Island, it's going to be out in the water. I mean, uh, Hutton. Well, I won't get into a whole history thing, but um, it looks like any lost treasure civilization type thing. It's going to be out in the ocean, and they can't explore the ocean. Canada won't let them explore the ocean. But there's been like satellite type photographs and aerial photography where you can see that there's things. I'm losing my voice. I'm gonna have to get something to drink. Um, Aerial things, you can see stuff that's in the ocean, but they're not allowed to dive and explore the ocean. But you guys won't be here, Gene. I don't think you guys will have to refresh. All right, well, let's go ahead and try that. I'll go ahead and end this stream. I won't unplug the camera or anything, but if I don't unplug the camera, Gene, does that just start back up at this stream? Don't I have to unplug the camera and start a new one? Yeah, Canada won't allow the diving exploring. Yeah, yeah, I can end stream, Mary. When I start a new stream, won't it just come back to adding on to this one? I don't want to add on to this one. I want to start a whole nother one. Yeah, I can do that too, Pacola. It ends it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, should I unplug the camera though? See, that's the thing. I want to end the stream. Like just completely stop this one and start a new one. Just stop and start a new one. Okay. All right. Well, then what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to stop the stream. If anything, I'll just come back and we'll just have to start all over again. And you guys that are here will just have to go to the new stream. But give me about 5 or 10 minutes to make some coffee, take a quick break, and come back. Okay. So if I'm not back in like 3 minutes, give me about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. To make some, don't unplug the camera. Okay. All righty. Just end the stream. Okay. And then that'll start a new one. Okay. Then that's what I'll do. All right. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll do some watercoloring in this for about an hour. Okay. All right. So I'm going to end the stream. Fingers crossed. Hope it works. And we'll be back, guys. Okay. We'll be back.